everyone, and welcome to a new video. This video is going to be a little bit of a new series for me here on this channel. I'm going to try out going forward, see how it does, see how it goes. It's a cool idea, fun idea that I feel for me creatively, and I'm just trying to roll with things that feel fun and creative to me at the moment, and just seeing kind of where I can take them and seeing what the numbers do on them. I don't know, who knows, let's see. I'm Carl, here at carlstaceyguitartuiton, and welcome back to a video. This video is going to be about the riff and about the song that you just heard at the start of this video right here, right now, right? A song that's near and dear to my heart, and if you're watching this, maybe it's near and dear to your heart as well, I would assume anyways. And that is the Fat Lip riff, the song in general, but I'm talking about the riff at the start of the song, kind of leading into the verse riff like you heard at the start of the video there. I'm just going to talk about how and why I feel personally it's sort of changed kind of pop punk of the time. Okay, so let's delve into it. So first things first, obviously at the time, in this time period of 2001, I think, I'm hoping my brain isn't going to fail me on this video. Facts, by the way. I grew up in this era and I love all of this stuff, so I'm kind of putting a lot of pressure on myself to remember all of these facts. I'm not a professional YouTuber, leave me alone, it's cool. So around 2001, when All Killer No Filler came out, obviously this is the biggest song that the band's ever released, in that people know them for. For whatever reason, it just exploded, it became huge, the band took off, and obviously sadly they're now going to be sort of wrapping things up in the start of this year, actually 2025, which is super sad. I've seen them on the last UK tour, amazing, incredible, gonna remember that for the rest of my life, absolutely loved it. But anyways, this riff at the start of the song, leading into this verse with the rapping over it, at the time, think about the time period, you had like New Found Glory was big, Simple Plan was big, Blink-182 was big, Good Charlotte were big, all doing kind of similar pop punk sound, kind of unique to each other. Like I feel like all of those bands I've just listed are kind of unique in their own way. Obviously Blink had the whole like skate punk thing that became a bit more kind of pop lenient and just really catchy, and obviously Blink or Blink, super successful, super well known. Good Charlotte had that sort of like more gritty, darker, I would like to say a little bit more emo kind of sound to it, especially some of their specific albums. Maybe not the Lifestyles, the Rich and Famous album, but albums to follow definitely had that darker, more emo kind of timbre to them. Simple Plan, straight up cheesy pop punk. A lot of people didn't like it at the time because it was very like kidified, I guess, that kind of Disney-esque type of sound, but awesome stuff. I love it, and loads of people love it as well. They do have some of their own kind of emo-ish songs as well, for sure, and like Perfect, etc. But anyways, New Found Glory was just that fun, just like get together, have a good time, hang out with your friends, go skateboarding, eat some pizza, whatever, vibe, pop punk. And then you had Sum 41, which is all of those things. They definitely had the catchiness. I wouldn't necessarily say they were a cheesy band in any capacity, but they had that sort of like skate punk-esque kind of foundation to it. And they were just kind of four teenagers having fun, going out having a good time, writing songs, playing songs, that sort of thing. But I think what set them apart was that difference in style to all the big bands that I've just listed, right? One of those main things being the whole rapping thing, right? Because when you think about it, who else was doing it at the time in punk or pop punk? Probably no one, I don't think. I don't remember anyone doing it at the time anyways. Maybe I might be missing someone, correct me if I'm wrong. And obviously nu metal was big at the time, so it was the perfect kind of thing that was going on. Pop punk was huge, nu metal was huge. Sum 41 grew up listening to Beastie Boys and kind of Run DMC, and then all the punk and metal stuff as well. Fused that all together. That's what made Sum 41 stand apart as a whole, really, having that kind of different sound, that different vibe all together. They had the punk, they had the metal, they had the rap. Put it all together, you're ticking all the boxes, everyone's happy, everyone loves it. It stood out to me, I love it. I've got a Sum 41 tattoo on my leg right here because it's changed my life, and that band has changed my life. But that intro riff right there, I feel is different because, especially the verse riff, it had that kind of rappy kind of beat and hip hop kind of vibe to it, a little bit more funky, a little bit more groove based and orientated. And then the intro riff, the song's in drop D on the guitar, the intro riff, kind of a bit more gritty, a bit heavier, not metal, but it has like just a little bit more of kind of a metal kind of sound to it versus Blink, for example, or Sum 41, for example. And if you listen to those back to back and then go back to this song, you'll probably understand what I mean, see what I mean. So I feel like this kind of changed pop punk and the face of pop punk going forward, because people realised, like, again, you can mix more genres than you really think you ever could. You can try something different and do something different and be successful at it, as proven by this band, Sum 41, of course. You can set yourself apart from the crowd, and you can just write something that is groovy, bouncy, heavy, and rappy all at the same time. And I think a lot of bands going forward from that point forward probably credit Sum 41 for a lot of their influence, the style direction, and all of those things. That's why I feel like it changed the face of pop punk and the approach to it and the songwriting approach to it, and just laid down a new foundation overall in that early 2000s era going forward. So I don't know what you think. That's what I think. That's my take on it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Something new, something different. Stick around for more videos like this, hopefully in the future. Comment down below what you think about Sum 41 and this song, that sort of thing. I'd love to chat about it and get a bit more kind of chatty in the comments in general. That would be awesome. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.